EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready. Strike. Set.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Love now. A check down here to Jones. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Peterson. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 26. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Pickens going in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, checkmate.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pickett. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Check you.
Following the interception, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love. 14 yards. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Anders Carlson will kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd down and 6. Here's Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Taken in at the 22. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Okay, right.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off the play fake, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Pickett throwing again on second down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
That one down the field for Freiermuth. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Love to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 63 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Austin is there and brings in another one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Completes it to Austin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pickett now on 1st down. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. He's got room to roam. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Steelers 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Quay Walker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw now. Here's Love. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second down, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pickett right back to the air again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Breaks through the contact. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Steelers 3. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's good for a Steelers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. Rolling to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Pickett lost it. And the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And the return will stop right around the 25. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Pickett sets up play action. ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Off play action, Pickett. And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Able to find his man, Kraft. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready, set.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
For the Packers field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. One final shot for Pickett. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp.